How many players does each team have on the field during a standard NFL play?
11 per team.
How many points is a touchdown worth in the NFL?
6 points.
What is the name of the NFL's championship game?
The Super Bowl.
What is the name of the trophy awarded to the Super Bowl winner?
The Vince Lombardi Trophy.
How many points is a field goal worth?
3 points.
How many points is a safety worth?
2 points.
What do you call the line where the ball is placed at the start of a play?
The line of scrimmage.
What is the rectangular scoring area at each end of the field called?
The end zone.
How many yards are needed for a first down?
10 yards.
How many quarters are in an NFL game?
4 quarters.
How long is each NFL quarter, game clock, not including stoppages?
15 minutes.
What is the position that throws most passes on offense?
Quarterback.
Which offensive player typically runs with the ball from handoffs?
Running back.
Which offensive player primarily catches passes and lines up wide?
Wide receiver.
What do you call a pass caught by the defense?
An interception.
What penalty is called when an offensive player moves early before the snap?
False start.
What penalty is called when a defensive player crosses the neutral zone early and makes contact or causes a reaction?
Encroachment.
What do you call deliberately throwing the ball away to avoid a sack without a receiver nearby?
An intentional grounding.
Where's the NFL's Pro Football Hall of Fame located?
Canton, Ohio.
Who won the first Super Bowl in 1967?
The Green Bay Packers defeated the Kansas City Chiefs.
What is the NFL's championship trophy named after?
Coach Vince Lombardi.
What do you call a catch made with one hand often shown on highlights?
A one-handed catch.
What is the area between the two goalposts called where field goals pass through?
The uprights.
What is the term for a last-second long pass into traffic seeking a miracle touchdown?
A Hail Mary.
What is the short stoppage near the end of each half to notify teams of time remaining?
The 2-minute warning.
What is the call when a defender illegally hinders a receiver's ability to catch a forward pass?
Pass interference.
What do you call signaling to catch a punt without advancing it?
A fair catch.
What is the neutral area that both teams must not invade before the snap?
The neutral zone.
What offensive play hands the ball to a back who runs forward?
A rushing play, handoff.
How many yards deep is a standard NFL end zone?
10 yards deep.
What is the standard length of an NFL field from goal line to goal line?
100 yards.
What position snaps the ball to the quarterback?
Center.
Which defender typically covers wide receivers on the outside?
Cornerback.
What is it called when the defense tackles the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage on a pass play?
A sack.
What do you call a turnover created by a runner losing the ball before being down?
A fumble.
What is the penalty for grabbing and restricting an opponent illegally by the jersey or pads?
Holding.
What is the call for contacting the kicker after the ball is kicked, resulting in a penalty?
running into or roughing the kicker, depending on severity.
What do you call a short kickoff designed to be recovered by the kicking team?
An onside kick.
What is the term when an eligible receiver moves toward the line or parallel before the snap is allowed by motion rules?
Motion, legal if set pre-snap rules are met.
What offensive penalty occurs when a player is too far downfield on a forward pass play?
Ineligible receiver downfield.
Which famous play from 1972 involved a deflected pass caught for a game-winning touchdown by the Steelers?
The immaculate reception.
What is it called when a quarterback fakes a handoff to a running back before passing?
Play action pass.
What is the term for a pass caught behind the line and thrown backward or laterally?
A lateral backward pass.
What is the job of an offensive left or right tackle?
Protect the edges of the line, especially the quarterback's blind side on pass plays.
What do you call a defender who lines up behind the defensive line and often covers backs or tight ends?
Linebacker.
What is the penalty for contacting the quarterback late or in a prohibited manner?
Roughing the passer.
What do you call it when the offense lines up quickly and snaps the ball to prevent defensive substitutions?
Hurry up or no huddle offense.
What's the name for a defender who primarily plays deep to help prevent long passes?
Safety, free safety or strong safety.
What is a screen pass?
A short pass thrown behind or near the line with blockers set up in front of the receiver.
What is a blitz?
A defensive tactic sending extra pass rushers to pressure the quarterback.
What is the penalty for grabbing a player's face mask to make a tackle?
Face mask.
What is the term for when a team fails to snap the ball before the play clock expires?
Delay of game.
What does the acronym NFL stand for?
National Football League.
What is the special teams play where a player attempts to kick the ball through the uprights after a touchdown?
The extra point. Try.
What is a two-point conversion?
An attempt to score 2 points from scrimmage after a touchdown.
What is a play-action fake primarily designed to influence?
Linebackers and safeties drawing them toward the run.
What do coaches often use to challenge an official's ruling on the field?
A coach's challenge with a red challenge flag.
Who is the only offensive player allowed to receive the snap directly in a typical formation without being declared eligible elsewhere?
The quarterback.
What is the call if the defense hits a defenseless receiver in the head or neck area?
Unnecessary roughness or personal foul for a defenseless player.
What is the term for when a defender catches a tipped ball intended for an offensive player?
An interception.
Which play type is designed to confuse defenders by briefly hiding the ball on a handoff exchange or misdirection?
A draw or misdirection play.
What is the usual objective of a punt?
To kick the ball to the other team on 4th down to gain field position.
What is a touchback on a kickoff or punt?
A result where the receiving team takes possession without a return after the ball enters the end zone or is downed there.
What is the name of the brief clock stoppage for team strategy between plays without using a timeout, often used by the offense to conserve time?
Spiking the ball to stop the clock.
What is a quarterback sneak?
A short yardage run where the quarterback quickly drives forward after the snap.
What is the penalty called for a dangerous high tackle using the crown of the helmet?
Illegal use of the helmet or unnecessary roughness.
What's the term for a pass thrown behind the line of scrimmage to a receiver running parallel to the line, relying on speed to gain yards?
A bubble screen.
What is the penalty for grabbing a player's face mask and twisting or pulling it?
Face mask, personal foul.
What is the standard number of downs an offense has to gain a first down?
4 downs.
What is the penalty called when a defender contacts the passer low at the knees in a prohibited way?
Roughing the passer, low hit.
What is the maximum number of players the offense may have on the line of scrimmage at the snap?
7 on the line is required, but eligible receiver rules restrict who can go out for a pass.
In NFL timing rules, what happens to the game clock on a first down inbounds without going out of bounds?
The clock continues to run after the chains are set. It does not automatically stop like some college situations.
Which offensive players are always ineligible to catch a forward pass, unless they report as eligible?
Typically the 5 interior linemen, center guards, tackles.
What is illegal contact on a receiver?
Contact by a defender beyond 5 yards from the line before the ball is thrown that impedes the receiver.
What is a chop block?
An illegal block where one player engages a defender high while another blocks the same defender low.
What constitutes intentional grounding besides throwing with no eligible receiver nearby?
The passer must also be under duress, and the pass must not reach the line of scrimmage in most cases.
What is the difference between encroachment and offside?
Encroachment involves contact or causing an immediate reaction before the snap. Offside is crossing the neutral zone at the snap.
What is illegal hands to the face?
A penalty for striking or pushing an opponent's face mask or helmet with the hands.
What is the difference between a lateral and a forward pass regarding where receivers may be when they catch it?
Laterals can be caught by any player anywhere. Forward passes must be to eligible receivers, and only 1 forward pass per play is allowed.
What is a flea flicker?
A trick play where the ball is handed off and then lateraled back to the quarterback for a deep pass.
What do officials measure with the chains on close first down calls?
Whether the offense gained the necessary 10 yards for a first down.
What defines a catch in the NFL?
Control of the ball, 2 feet or another body part in bounds, and a football move or time to act common to the rules.
What is a pick six?
An interception returned by the defense for a touchdown.
Here, what is a coffin corner punt?
A punt aimed to go out of bounds near the opponent's goal line to pin them deep.
What is the purpose of a nickel defense?
To add a 5th defensive back to better defend passing situations.
What is a hot route?
A route adjusted on the fly by a receiver to counter a blitz.
What is a hard count used for by quarterbacks?
To draw defenders offside with a varied snap cadence.
What's the difference between a zone defense and man-to-man coverage?
A zone assigns areas to defenders, man assigns specific offensive players to cover.
What does it mean when the quarterback is under center versus in shotgun?
Under center takes the snap directly from the center, shotgun lines up several yards back.
What is the purpose of a spike after a catch with a running clock?
To stop the clock quickly by throwing the ball into the ground immediately after the snap.
What is a jumbo package on offense?
A heavy formation with extra blockers such as additional tight ends or linemen.
What does it mean when a receiver toe taps on the sideline?
Getting 2 feet in bounds while making a catch near the sideline.
What's the purpose of a timeout strategically near the end of a half?
Clock management to conserve time or set up plays.
What is a muff on a punt return?
When the returner fails to secure the catch and the ball becomes loose without being advanced.
What is a stunt by the defensive line?
A coordinated rush where linemen cross or loop to confuse blockers.
What is a rubble pick route on offense?
Routes designed to legally create traffic so a defender is slowed while a receiver comes free.
What is a quarterback draw?
A designed running play for the quarterback after a brief pass set.
What does a ball hawk mean for a defensive back?
A defender known for aggressively going after interceptions.
What is a pooch punt by a quarterback or in short field situations?
A short controlled punt aimed to pin the opponent deep.
What is a coverage shell, often labeled by numbers like cover 2 or cover 3?
A defensive alignment describing how many deep zones safeties and others are responsible for.